Welcome to the Raising Smart Kids podcast. I'm your host, Yang Pratt, and each week we'll explore ways in which the arts can help you raise a smarter kid. I'll be sharing ways the arts can propel your child's learning and interviewing top artists, educators, and entrepreneurs. These guests will share why the arts are so very important to your child, along with actionable ideas you can easily implement into your already busy schedule. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast here on iTunes and share us with a friend. For extra tips on raising smart kids, head on over to artsmartparenting.com and click on the Live tab. Welcome back for another fun day of learning on day number 6 of how to unleash your child's 8 superpowers and propel learning through the arts. Hi, I'm Yang Pratt, author of Raising a Superhero, and I'm so glad to have you back for day number 6 of this learning adventure. I'm sure by this point, this picture makes so much sense to you. Each of us possesses 8 unique superpowers, and they're all manifested differently across every individual. Schools teach and test to only 2 of these. Many kids are lost in the fray of testing because the ways in which they learn don't match up with the ways that schools teach and test. So as parents, it's definitely up to us to unlock and unleash our child's unique superpowers so we can not only celebrate their ways of learning at home, but at school as well to make their educational experiences much more rich. Today, we're talking about naturalistic superpowers, and this little girl using the magnifying glass outside really depicts what a naturalistic learner is. These kiddos often gravitate towards plants, bugs, and animals, and they like to categorize and catalog info. If your child is one that waits by the front door before the crack of dawn, ready to head outside and explore, you certainly have a naturalistic superhero on your hands. These kids love the outdoors, and anything related with being outside is so important to them. A couple of famous naturalistic learners are the late great Steve Irwin, as well as the naturalist Jane Goodall. A couple of the potential careers for naturalistic superheroes are archaeology, geology, botany, veterinarians, and zoology. And I'm sure you see a common theme running along these career paths. Many of them are taking place in the outdoors. How do we engage naturalistic superpowers through the arts? We may need to do a little bit of research in our local areas to find artists who really gravitate towards being outside and using nature in their mediums, such as a plein air artist, a landscape designer, and nature photographer. If you find some great local resources, I'd love to hear all about them and add them to our growing list on our resources page. Please just email me at Yang, Y-O-N-G, at raisingasuperherobook.com. I'll check them out and make sure we add them to our website for everyone to take advantage of and go and enjoy. A couple of the tools you can use at home to help your naturalistic learner are going out for nature discoveries. By being able to collect treasures such as rocks, feathers, twigs, anything that's outdoorsy, and being able to discover those, collect them, and really celebrate them will go a long way in helping your child to learn. Letting your child then organize those treasures by colors, by size, by shape, by where they were found will also help them to appreciate and understand that you are really helping them to unlock this superpower. And anything outdoorsy would be fantastic for these learners. Even the simple act of moving a desk or table and chairs outside to help them do their schoolwork will go a long way in helping them to learn a little better. those treasures they discover out in nature could also be used to represent a myriad of things. If there's something in history they're learning, or maybe they're learning about equations and math, using those rocks, twigs, and feathers could represent parts of that equation. So if you had A plus B equals C, A could be a rock, a B could be a twig, and C could be a feather. And from there, they'll be able to manipulate those to understand and better come to grips with what they're currently learning. And the picture on this page here of this beautiful outdoor space is created by somebody who is very naturalistic in nature. They can transform spaces into beautiful ones that are serene and that we would all love to have in our own backyards. We've reached the end of today's lesson on naturalistic superheroes, and tomorrow already we're going to be on lesson number 7, all about verbal linguistic superpowers. Until then, my friend, have a fantastic day of discoveries, and I'll catch you real soon. Thanks for tuning in to the Raising Smart Kids 2.0 podcast. To really accelerate your ability to unleash your child's superpowers and raise smarter kids through the arts, we're creating loads of new resources, ways to connect, and ways to celebrate your successes. You can join our free Facebook community by visiting theartsmartparent.com or just search up Raising Smart Kids 2.0 on Facebook. I look forward to seeing you inside our community.